Hi everybody, welcome back. Let's get ready to do some yoga. Grab some props if you need, blocks, blankets, bolsters. Please remember to modify any part of your practice today. Do what's going to make sense for you. And also please remember to like this video and hit subscribe. I add new content frequently. Let's do some yoga. Come onto your hands and knees, setting up child's pose. Separate the knees a little wider than the hips, big toes together. You can either reach the arms forward for a nice shoulder opener, maybe turn the palms up, or if you prefer, if it feels better, you can relax the arms back behind you. Let yourself settle into space. And just begin by bringing awareness to the breath. Start to lengthen the breath each time you inhale, each time you exhale. And think of the breath cleaning house, right? Just kind of clearing out the junk, creating space. Engaging your ujjayi breath. Let's take 3 more deep breaths right here. And coming up onto your hands and knees, let's go right to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, spread the fingers wide, lift the hips up and back. And of course, feel free to walk out the feet a little in your first down dog. All right, just kind of shaking things off, stretching things out. On a big inhale, lift the heels high. Exhaling, sink the heels back toward the mat. Even if the heels never touch down, that's the direction we want the weight to go in. Just kind of shift back. And of course, you could always put a soft bend in the knees if you need to for the lower back or the hamstrings. Let's put a soft bend in the knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. So you're folding over the legs at the back of the mat. Keep a little bend in the knees with the head dropping down. Roll up slowly to stand. Press down as you uncurl. Coming up, up, up. Stand tall, drop the shoulders back. Then bringing palms together at the heart. We'll set up first with a tree pose, Vrikshasana, getting ourselves grounded right away. Shift your weight to the right leg, turn the left toes out. Maybe you stay right here with the toes down for stability, or if you want to go for it, step the left foot inside the right leg. The hips are squared off to the front of the mat. If you want to work this a little deeper, if the hips feel good to do so, grab onto your left foot, slide the foot above to the inner right thigh, avoiding the right knee. Lengthen the tailbone down, keep lifting out of the waist. When you're ready, lift the arms up, separate the hands. Drop the shoulders out of the ears and keep the breath moving. All right, just finding your drishti, looking at one point. Let's take one more full breath. And palms together again at the heart. Lower the left foot, switch sides, shift the weight over, turn the right toes out. You can keep it right here or step the foot in, maybe step the foot up all the way pressing the foot against the leg against the foot, avoiding the knee. Deep breaths. That's it. Reaching up, drop the shoulders, keep the chest lifted. One more breath. Bringing palms together again at the heart center. Lower the right foot back on the mat. Check in with your feet, keeping them hip-width distance apart. Standing tall, Samastitihi. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale, dive over the legs, Uttanasana. Walk the hands back out, returning to downward facing dog. Put a soft bend in the knees, look forward, walk or hop the feet lightly to the front of the mat. Lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale, round it down as you fold. Big inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up, look up at your thumbs, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, dive over the legs. Lift up the chest on the inhale. Exhale, send the left leg back, lower the left knee. Come into half split, Ardha Hanuman, straightening out the front leg. Use blocks if you need under the hands. Curl the right toes back. Let's take one more deep breath. Rebend the right knee, down dog, step back. Big inhale, take it forward to plank. Lower the knees, chest, chin with your exhale. Bhujangasana, cobra, untuck the toes, elbows bending, chest up. Return to down dog or take child's pose. Let's give it 3 deep breaths. Stay focused. Keep the breath moving. And from your down dog, soften the knees, look forward, step or hop the feet lightly to the front. Lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up, look up at your thumbs overhead. Exhaling, dive over the legs. We're lifting the chest on the inhale. Exhaling the right leg back, lower the right knee. Ardha Hanuman, half split, straightening out the left leg, curl the left toes back. Let's rebend the left knee, down dog, step back. You can hold or flow through, and if you want this time, you can take your chaturanga, up dog, meeting back in down dog or child's pose. Deep breaths. And from your down dog, start looking forward, step or hop the feet lightly to the front, chest up, big inhale. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, dive right back over the legs. Inhaling, chest up halfway. Exhale, either stepping to plank, you can jump it to chaturanga. We'll meet in down dog. Flow back any way you choose. And of course, you can step back. You can just go right into child's pose. Deep breaths wherever you are. Let's take one more deep breath. From your downward facing dog, look forward, step or hop the feet lightly to the front. Lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale, round, down, fold. Bring the feet together, toes and heels touch, bend the knees deep, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Bring the palms together at the heart. Let's take a twist to the right, hook the left elbow outside the right knee, lift the chest, thumbs at the heart center, take one more breath. And on your inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, go to the left, hook the right elbow outside the left knee, Chest up, lengthen, look over the shoulder. And big inhale, come to center, dive over the legs with your exhale. Sending the left leg back in a low lunge. Warrior one, turn the back heel down, float the arms high. As the arms reach up, drop the shoulders back, keep the right knee bending, looking up if you can. Good. Bring the palms together at the heart. Come into warrior three. Float the back leg up off the mat. Let's go into figure four from here. Start to bend the left knee, lift the chest, bend at the right knee, bring your left ankle above the right knee. One more breath. Let's step back to warrior one. Bring your left foot back, spin the heel down, bring the arms up. Nice release. Warrior two, out to the side. Good. Start to straighten out the front leg. Turn the right toes in, facing the side. Dive over the legs. Nice and easy. Slow, slow, slow. And when your hands meet the ground, grab onto your big toes in yogi toe lock. If that's not super reasonable today, just take your hands to the lower legs. If the knees need to bend, let them bend. If your legs are straight, avoid the urge to lock the knees. Right? Soften up the legs, crown of the head to the mat, shoulders out of the ears. Let's take one more deep breath. And start to lift the chest. Releasing out the toes. Come back to a low lunge at the front of the mat. Pivot the toes and walk the hands around. We'll go back to warrior two. Spin the back heel down, windmill the arms out and around, reverse the warrior right arm up. Straighten out the right leg, come into triangle pose, Trikonasana, turn the arms, lower the right, lift the left, soften the right knee, lifting up away from the mat, but keep the legs pressing down without gripping the toes on the mat. Peek up if you can, past the left fingertips. Slow deep breaths. One more deep breath. Good. Start to peek down at your right foot. Come into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Soften a bend in the front knee. Reach the right hand out, maybe grabbing a block. Lift the left leg up off the mat. All right, so find your foundation. Get grounded. Press down. Lift away from the mat. When you're stable, that's when you start to shift your gaze left. Try peeking up at your fingertips. Take one more breath. Good. Standing split pose. Lower the left hand, forehead to the right shin. Let's take one more breath. And start to bend at the left knee. Curl and tap your left knee to the outside of the right lower leg. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, curl it in like a little corkscrew. Tap. Inhale, lift. Exhaling, tap. Good. Inhale, lift up, reach the left leg high. Coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. Take the left knee, lower all the way to the outside of the right foot. Have a seat back on your mat so the right leg crosses over the left. Sit bones on the mat. If you need to dial it back a little bit, take your left leg, straighten it out as you twist to the right side. Right? Yogi's choice. Sit tall as you inhale and twisting a little deeper as you exhale. 2 more breaths. 1 more. On the inhale, come to center. Exhaling, counter stretch, go to the left. Bring it back to center. Let's unwrap the legs. Come on to hands and knees. Let's meet in down dog. Step back, shake it off, stretch it out. Optional if you want to go for it. Plank chaturanga. from your downward facing dog. Soften a bend in the knees, look forward, step or hop the feet lightly to the front. Chest up on the inhale. Exhale, round it down. Bring the feet together, toes and heels touch. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Palms to prayer at the heart, twisting to the right. Look over the right shoulder, one breath. And come back to center. Exhale, go to the left, hook the elbow, look over the shoulder. And on the inhale, return to center, dive over the legs. Lifting up the chest, step the right foot back, warrior one, spin the heel down, lift out of the waist, come all the way up, Virabhadrasana. Keep the left knee bending, tailbone down, looking up if you can. And palms together at the heart. Warrior three, slowly back leg lifts up. Hips level, shoulders back. Going for the figure four stretch, hip opener. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, start to lift the chest, the head up. Bring the right ankle above the left knee, move slow. Right, slow is how it gets done, and finding one point to focus on. That is how we maintain balance. Take one more breath. Let's step to warrior one. Bring the right foot back, heel down, arms up. Whew, that first step back is always a good one. Warrior two, reach out. Good, start to straighten out the front leg, turn the toes in, face the side. Once again, dive over the legs, nice and easy. And this time your hands lower toward the mat. If the knees need to bend, again, of course, let them bend. You can walk the hands out. You can even just slide the hands in and let your forehead rest, right, on the backs of the hands. Or you can slide the hands back behind you, right, crown of the head toward the mat. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Let's slide the hands back to center, lift the chest, come into a low lunge, face the front of the mat, pivot the toes and walk the hands around. Setting up warrior two, the right heel spins flat, windmill the arms out and around, reverse the warrior, left arm up, straighten the left leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose, turn the arms, lower the left hand, lift the right, both arms reaching in opposite directions. So we're opening up space in the heart center, opening through the chest. Look up if you can, keep the breath moving. 2 more deep breaths. Good. Start to peek down at your left foot. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Soften a bend in the left knee. Reach the left hand out. Maybe use a block if you need. Lifting the right leg up off the mat. Reach the right arm high. Point the right toes away. Make it a little easier on the standing leg. Find your foundation. Watch the breath. When you can, that's when you start to shift your gaze to the right. Peek up at your fingertips. Take 1 more breath. Standing split pose, lower the right hand, forehead to the left shin, deep breaths. Good, start to move with the breath, bending up at the right knee, curl it in as you exhale, right knee to the outside of the left leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl, tap. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, that breeze is chilly. Let's do that 1 more time. Good. Inhaling, lifting up the right leg. This time, when you exhale, bend to the right knee. Bring the right knee all the way to the little toe side of your left foot. Have a seat on your mat, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Now it's your left leg crossing over. The left foot remains flat. If you need to dial it back a little bit, you're going to straighten the right leg out, okay? Otherwise, keep the right foot on the opposite side of on the outside of your left hip. Sit tall, chest up. You're twisting over to the left side. 2 more breaths. One more time. Inhale and come back to center. Exhale, little counter stretch over to the right. Come back to center. Let's unwrap the legs. Lower onto the back. And when you lower onto the back, bring the knees in toward the chest. If it feels good, you can rock a little side to side. Happy baby pose. Good. Bring your feet back down on the mat. And let's do this. Let's generate a little bit of heat before we completely wind down and cool off. So you can either keep your arms alongside the body, palms face down. If you know your back, your low back especially is going to be good here. I know I need a little bit of help, a little bit of TLC with the lower back. So I do this next exercise with the hand stacked one on top of the other behind my lower back. So feel free to add this little modification as you see fit, okay? Lift the legs up, bring the knees, the feet together. You can put a little bend in the knees if the knees need to bend, but still keeping the knees and the feet glued together, okay? Big inhale, lift the heels all the way up. Exhale, lower the legs a third of the way, then hold, inhale. Exhale, lower the legs another third. Breathe in. Exhale the legs another third without letting them touch down. Big inhale, bring the legs all the way up. Exhaling, lower the legs a third. Hold as you breathe in. Exhale the legs another third. Hold as you breathe in. Exhale the legs another third. Hold. Breathe in, legs all the way up. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, lower the legs a third. Breathe in. Exhale, another third. Breathe in. Exhale, another third. Don't touch down. Inhale the legs all the way up. And hug the knees in as you release. Yeah. Good, good, good. And let your feet return onto the mat. Bring the knees together, separate the feet, but keeping the feet on the mat just to release the lower back. Let your hands either rest on your belly or drop the arms out by your side, whatever feels good here. And you're either remaining here for a few more deep breaths as we wind things down, or if you want to take an inversion, you can take your shoulder stand, headstand. If you want to modify, put your legs up the wall, feel free to do that. I'll demonstrate a quick shoulder stand for you, Sarvangasana, as long as you're not working through any head, neck, shoulder injuries. Okay, deep breaths. And if you're in shoulder stand, you can halasana, plow pose. But wherever you are, just stay with the breath, take your time. And taking another deep breath or two. Good. If you're in headstand, you're going to go into child's pose. Shoulder stand, I'm demonstrating fish pose with a block between the shoulder blades. You can also do this without the block too, just straight legs, chest up, head back. All right, and if you're in the low back release, you can windshield wiper the knees a little side to side. Give yourself another deep breath or two. And start to release out, returning onto your back. Hug the knees in again. If there's any final stretch or twist you'd like to take before coming into Shavasana, feel free to do whatever little stretch or shape you choose. If you are otherwise ready, start to come into your Shavasana, your final relaxation, extending out the legs on the mat. Let the feet separate a little bit. Drop the toes out toward the sides, let the palms face up. Close the eyes. Soften the space between the eyebrows, unclenching the jaw. Just settling into stillness, letting go, enjoying these few moments for yourself before returning to your day. Begin lengthening the breath, gradually returning awareness to the body as you wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe gently roll the head side to side. Reach the arms overhead, enjoy a nice waking stretch. Then pull the knees in toward the chest one more time. Rolling slowly over to the side. Keeping the eyes closed a little while longer, start returning back up to a comfortable seated position on the mat. Bringing palms together at the heart, relaxing your chin to your chest. Taking a moment as you seal your practice, just take the time to honor your efforts, honor the practice. If you'd like to join me chanting one Om to seal our class, you're welcome. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Inhale for Om. Om. Namaste.